What's up everybody, this is Doc Keffer. I often get asked by many people who is the toughest boss in Final Fantasy. That's all about personal and preference. Some people say it's this boss, some people say it's that boss. So today I'm going to share with you who I think are the top 10 most difficult bosses to defeat in the history of Final Fantasy. Number 10, Emerald Weapon from Final Fantasy VII. Who can ever forget running to this green floating object under the sea? And the very next thing you witness is one of your characters getting blasted away for over 7,000 worth of damage. And how many of us said, "Oh my god," the first time we were hit by Eratam? For those of you who don't know, Eratam is materia spelled backwards. He's not too difficult to defeat once you level up, but it takes quite a long time to gather all the items needed to make this an easy fight. Number 9, Nemesis from Final Fantasy X. Some of you are probably surprised that Nemesis only made the number 9 slot. He has a whopping 10 million hit points and he packs an attack that should wipe out the entire party. All the life and Aeon is the only way to survive it. Although it's possible to defeat him before he ever gets a chance to use it. It also takes a very long time to unlock him. You have to catch 10 of everything in the game and you have to defeat every monster in the battle arena, so that'll keep you busy for a while. Just like Emerald Weapon, he's not too hard to defeat once you level it up, but he's still quite the adversary. Number 8, Tremor from Final Fantasy X-2. This boss is a real pain to reach. You fight lots of monsters tougher than Vecnagon, and on the final floor you fight a super dope Resident Maker who can wipe you out in a few seconds after the fight starts. After that, you proceed directly to the final battle of Tremor without a chance to heal up. You can use the Captain Gunner mode to quickly wipe him out, but he may wipe you out before you ever get a chance to use it. He's extremely fast, and Catnip only works if you're in constant HP. Number 7, Zordiark from Final Fantasy XII. This is definitely one of the most aggravating fights in the entire series. For starters, you take damage simply by attacking him. Halfway in the fight, he uses a paling and a magic shield that makes him completely immune to attacks for a while. His basic attack has a very long range and he hits very hard and fast. But the worst thing about this fight is that he spams Darkjaw towards the end. A very nasty group attack that has a chance to score instant KO. At times, he'll wipe out the entire party with it. He's easy in the English version because you can break the 9,999 limit, but in the English version, you'd likely get a few game overs here, so be prepared to rock down that long road again. Number 6, Omega Weapon from Final Fantasy VIII. This could be one of the easiest bosses you've ever faced. But for the unprepared, it could be the toughest boss yet. He begins the fight with the "Are you ready for me" attack in the form of level 5 death. He also carries an attack that's sure to carry anybody that doesn't have maximum hit points. He's extremely fast and he carries my most personal favorite attack, Terror Break. This move hits the entire party for 16,000. Guardian forces with defend can survive it, and sometimes Protect will save you too. But using Holy Wars is the best way to defend against it. But those are kind of hard to get without using the glitch. To put it bluntly, if you're not ready for a Mega Weapon, he's going to kick your ass. Five down and 5 to go. So who's number 5? Taking the number 5 spot is Proto Babel from Final Fantasy IV DS. This is one of those bosses that will give you a hard time regardless of how strong you are. Even with 5 admin armors, he can still inflict you for 9,999. He randomly counters your attack with the laser that can deal around 5,000 to the whole party. Obtaining accessible in case all your sword needs to hit him with 100% can be quite annoying. You can use the dude ultimate field to inflict maximum damage to him, but that's not always a allowable thing to do. When he's about to lose, he spells a brutal attack that can wipe out the entire party. Number 4 might be a surprise to a lot of you. I find Penance to be the number 4 most difficult boss to defeat. He can be easy or he can be impossible. You need to collect all the best equipment in the game and your stats need to be godly just to stand a chance. He's easy to deal with under a professional, but for first timers there's absolutely no room for error. He passes a lot of nasty moves, including one that wipes out the entire party and drains your magic points in the process. He has a massive total of 12 million hit points, so be prepared to stay in this fight for at least 30 minutes to an hour. The Dark Aeons alone will test you to see if you are indeed ready for him. If the Dark Aeons are giving you a hard time, don't even think about challenging Penance. Number 3 is yet another surprise to most of you. Some of you are probably wondering why Yasmin isn't number 1. For starters, the cowards can simply stand on the stairs and shoot him with guns until he dies. This might take a while, however. But mostly, you can flee from the fight anytime you wish, heal up, save your game, re-enter it, and hit points won't recover by a single point. Those of you with enough guts to take him head on will surely be in for a fight. He seems very easy at first, but things are sure to get out of hand once he's about to lose. At this point, it becomes practically impossible to take him head on. You'll be relying on reverse to win, which only lasts for about 8 seconds. But he was prepared for this. His basic attack has a chance to KO you on hit. And it's pretty unfair because he seems to have a combo rate of a Masamune. To put the icing on the cake, he has over 50 million hit points. A professional can take him out in 50 minutes. But if you're fighting him for the first time, be prepared to stay in this fight for at least 5 hours. Just like Zodiac, you can beat him pretty quickly in the international version. But for the English version, this is going to take a very long time. And now for the runner-up, the number 2 most difficult boss.
Activating combat mode.
Minerva is quite the difficult foe to defeat. She has 10 million hit points and her attacks are extremely powerful. She also has a horrible attack that drains your magic points and your ability points in the process. Make sure you're packing lots of elixirs. You'll probably constantly steal Phoenix Downs from her just to level up your material in order to make it an easy fight. You can eventually make Zack into a god where he won't take a damage whatsoever, but that requires non-stop hours of playing just to gather required soldier points. Without SP defense or SP master, you're going to be taking a lot of damage in this fight. Nine down and 1 to go. So, if Penance is the number 1, and if Yasumet is number 1, then who the hell is? Or better yet, who are they? I believe that this is the most difficult boss fight in all Final Fantasy. Without a doubt, the 5 judge magisterials in Final Fantasy XII is by far the most difficult battle in Final Fantasy. Most of you are probably unfamiliar with it. This is because A, for some reason you don't like Final Fantasy XII, or B, you don't own a copy of the international version. But if you're looking for a challenge, you need to buy this game. For starters, in order to reach this fight, you have to win 9 consecutive tough fights against some of the game's most powerful monsters, including Ultima, Gilgamesh, Zodiac, Yasumet, and Omega Mark 12. I can guarantee you that 30 seconds into the fight, you'll see exactly why these guys are on stage 100. These are not, I repeat, not the same judges you fought in the main game. They've all been taking steroids, and Jason Zagaboff had joined Bergen, Gabriel, and Geese to assist them in the revenge. These guys are the only ones in the entire game smart enough to not attack you while you are in reverse. Bergen and Jason just look at you like you're stupid. Geese tosses in leaks at you, while Gabriel tosses X potion at you. Zagaboff will toss a high potion at you and attempt to score a KO if your hit points are low. Their attacks are far too powerful to take them head on. Once they knock you down, you probably won't be getting back up. Jason Zagaboff uses just a party with buff spells. Geese's primary focus seems to be to screw you over anytime you think about using reverse. But Birkin and Gabriel are the ones you really need to worry about. They're the ones that's going to cause you all the damage, especially Birkin. Zogba focuses on buffing up Birkin a lot, including putting him in berserk. The worst thing about this fight is that the hit points are pretty high, especially Birkin. Anytime one of the hit points reaches caution mode, another one tosses leaks at them, hitting them completely. It's bad enough that you can see the hit points, so you have no idea when you're getting ready to KO them. And if you do, they'll most likely negate all your hard work. These guys are extremely fast. They do not waste any time, as you can see. It's practically impossible to win this battle in the active mode. Fighting these dudes head on is not going to work. I've only seen it done once. How he managed to do it, I have no idea. Fortunately, all the judges except for Judge Gabriel have a weakness, and their weaknesses happen to be the key elements in able to defeat them. But chances are, you will end this battle completely unprepared for this fight. If that happens, you will be obliterated within 30 seconds. Depending on your job choices, most of you might have to even start a new game just to stand a chance. Most of you are going to use the same excuse. I cannot read Japanese. Well, this excuse is no longer valid. As you can clearly see, this game is now available to us in English. So get off your butts and go buy it. Good luck. You're going to need it. Wolf Tail challenges await us in Final Fantasy 13. If it's any tougher than these judges, I'm looking forward to it.